Okay, so back in Monday morning, on to finishing off the polishing on the Mercedes, and I'm going to take the seat out, drop it to Revive My Ride for them to recolour after my mistake there. And they say, you know, trouble builds on itself. Unfortunately, I've come in this morning and I've got a voicemail from the subscriber that bought the Corsa that says that yesterday the Corsa's broken down on them. As in, it's thrown an engine management light and gone into limp mode. Now, unfortunately, that car went all the way up country, so I'm not there to help the customer. They are new to the UK, they're nervous that they don't know any local garages and that they want to send their wife out in a reliable car, and unfortunately they've lost faith in the vehicle and want to return it. Now, I have obviously explained that with the warranty wise cover, I've checked and there's a local quick fit and a Halfords auto centre, because like I say, he's concerned there's no local garages, that will both be able to take a look at the vehicle for him under the warranty wise, and I'll cover any bill. But unfortunately, for he's lost faith in the vehicle. Now, I have explained my only concern is, look, this is no reflection on the customer at all. Lovely guy, absolutely lovely, no problem with it at all. Obviously, I'll take the car back, that's no issue. The only thing I'm worried about is he'll go and buy a car of somebody else and could have exactly the same problem. We know that we've done the timing chain and we know that we've done the head on that. I've driven it around after those repairs have been done, didn't have a problem. I suspect it's going to be something daft like a coil pack or something like that on those. They do like to eat coil packs, don't they? Because it's still driving, albeit in limp mode. I think it's going to be something silly and simple, and I think the danger is they could go and buy a car of somebody else and have exactly the same problem, and they might not be as supportive as I'm going to be, or he could even go and buy another one that hasn't had things like a head and a timing chain done and end up with a big bill on those. But I understand, you know, I guess me saying these things just sounds like a dealer that's trying to keep a deal in bed, but it is genuinely what I think. But if he wants to return the vehicle, he's perfectly within his rights to do so. So we'll get it back here, find out what the problem with it is. I think there were a couple of other people interested in that car, weren't there? This is the thing, isn't it? At least, like I say, in that first 6 months with that vehicle, if it does develop problems, they're my problem, not the customers. I know there's inconvenience about having to drop cars off and get them repaired and so forth, but it's kind of like my problem, not theirs. This clearly sounds like something that would have been covered under warranty. It sounds like it's something like that. My money's going to be on a coil pack on that. But I guess it could be the ECU. They do like to do ECUs on those, don't they? I think they do. I don't know if they're the same as the other ones. But yeah, unfortunate. That's why I don't like distance selling. I really don't like distance selling. I know people like to buy that way now, but this is where things are completely out of my control. If that was local to me, I could nip out with a code reader, plug it in, read what the code was, find out what the problem might be, and it might be something, like I say, really daft simple. Do you know what I mean? But there you go. That's the game we're in, isn't it? So yeah, having fun of it now. Wrecked a seat and got a car coming back. Oh, great stuff. Right, got the seat out of the Mercedes. Wasn't too much like hard work. Looks like it's a good job. There's a bit of... Oh, made some money. Looks like there was a bit of dirt to get into here. Made a little bit of cash. All came apart nicely. I do find as a general rule, the Mercedes do. It's just debating whether I decide to have a look at this seatbelt butler, but I've done one of these before and they're a pain in the ass. Fiddly as hell. So that's the only thing I found particularly fiddly. I did do one of these older one of these Mercedes, a 92 E320 convertible. Really nice car, blue on blue with blue leather. That thing came apart so nicely. Those older Mercedes built really well. But yeah, this wasn't too bad getting the seat out. So now we can get off to Martin and get that recoloured. So all the buffing's been done on the Mercedes. Now I'm going to give it a coat of wax. Get the real shine going on it. Then we'll get the tyre shine, we'll go inside and clean it. The seat's now gone off with Adrian with the Hyundai i30 to have the seal repair done, because I'm just too busy to get onto that myself. So that's gone off. I'm taking the Alpha down now to Phil to get the stuck caliper done. He's had the Proceed. I'm bringing the Proceed back. Now it's got completely clean MOT with new fresh discs and pads on it. A lot of people say, oh, you know, cars, why were the MOT twice, you know, within a year, blah, blah. All my cars, to be honest, a lot of the time I put fresh MOTs on them, even if they've had one, because I want Phil to give it a looking over. So, you know, it's not always ominous why they've had more than one MOT. So I'll get that back. I need to give that a quick clean because the customer is on his way from Wales to come and see that. So I need to give it another quick clean. So let's get the Alpha down to him and get back and clean the Proceed. So the Ford Focus is sold. Sold it trade to my mate Matt over at Ride in Bideford. He likes these Ford things. He messaged me and said, have I got anything about? And I said, well, I'm not sure I want to retail this. And so we've done a deal and that has gone out of the door. Probably would have been a good retail car for me with that kind of mileage on, the condition it's in, probably would have been good, but not really my core stock. You know, I like to do the small things, and I couldn't retail it yet. I need to do a little bit to it, and I've still got to finish off the Yeti. I've got a few bits to do to the truck, and I want out of the truck, don't I? And I've got the the Suzuki Swift to finish off, and the i10. So I've got a lot of stuff to finish off at the moment. So that means this would sit around until I had enough time to get round to it. And there's a few little bits I've got to do on this as well. So I've got too much on at the moment. So might as well just move it on. It's not like I'm desperately need the stock at the moment. So let's get our trusty top on again and find out if we can see what the score is with the ABS code on the Golf, because it keeps coming on off, doesn't it? We'll get us set up there. Wait for it to power up. Now, a lot of you bought this unit after I featured it on a video and said how pleased you are with it. I'm pleased to say that it's going on offer again. I'll put the link in the description below. It's a limited period offer, discount on the top Don unit. Really highly recommended. It's pretty inexpensive for what it is, and can save you a lot of money on paying garages to do diagnostic stuff for you. Especially because a lot of time with these codes, you know, you get voltage spikes and stuff like that, and you need to be able to clear them all and then run the car again to find out whether there's actually a proper problem or not. So we're scanning it now. It should, I imagine, still find the code even though it's been disappearing again. What I really want to do is clear the code and drive the car again and see if it comes back again. See, actually, when I put the ignition on, it's just disappeared again. It quickly flashed up again with the traction control and the ABS, and it's gone away again. Now, I don't have a service history, but you can see here it's saying that it's another 8,300 miles or 263 days before it needs a service. So I can only assume it's had a service, because that looks like someone's reset the service meter. So the top down's done its thing. It's found an awful lot of codes on it, which they're all for like minor things. They're all for minor things. Yeah, I think we've had a battery thing. So, but we will have a quick look at the. I need to clear all this and run it again. But have a look at the brakes. Rear speed sensor in rear. Left rear speed sensor incorrect signal, left rear ABS wheel sensor, left rear wheel ABS sensor. So it's all relating to the rear left rear wheel. So over there. So if we have got a permanent problem, we know it's with the ABS sensor over there. So having this bit of kit allows me to have an idea, you know, before I even get to a garage as to what needs to be done, or decide whether it's something I can tackle myself. What I'm going to do though is just clear them all, because we know this was a result of Mike doing a very heavy braking when he had a problem on the motorway. So we're going to clear all of the codes, and then we're going to run it again and see if the same thing happens. The way it's periodically coming up like that makes me think, you know, we could have just a loose connection, something like that on the go. And we'll see how many of the other codes come back when we run the car. As I said, I always say to you guys, first thing is, you know, have a look at the codes, but clear the codes, because you only need a small, in the modern cars, you need a small voltage variation, and they'll throw codes up for everything. and you'll think you've got, you know, think the car's going to completely die, and you want to clear all the codes and run it again. Okay, so it's cleared all the codes. It's got one left there, still coming up. Alarm, horn, no signal communication. So presumably the alarm's disconnected in this, I guess. That's probably means, but it's cleared everything else. So we'll run the car again, and we'll come back and find out what the score is. But yeah, remember to grab one of these units while the special offers are running. So this unit is currently on offer at £261. So quite a big discount on it. Well worth grabbing one if you're going to intend on playing with cars yourself. You should recoup that money quite quickly, saving against garage fees and so forth. The link is in the description down below, guys. So follow that through to eBay and you can buy the unit. So guys, it's 6:30 and the customer came down from Wales and they have bought the Proceed. It has gone. It didn't achieve the retail book that Auto Trader said, 6.5. I didn't really ever get calls massively around that sort of price point. It's ended up going out the door at 6.8 is where it's gone in the end. I had it up at 6.995. I did come down in price because there was that one wheel that had a bad bit of lacquer on, and that just needs to be done to make it perfect. And when you get to this situation, you take your first good offer. So I took that offer on it. I could have saved some money on it, made more money on it by leaving the discs and pads on. I'd literally dropped it off that morning and paid another £200 to have front discs and pads put on it and a service. So, but the car's gone out with a brand new advisory free MOT. It's gone out with a service, and it's gone out at more than £500 under the Auto Trader recommended. But I've made money on it. I've made money on it. Well, I say I've made money on it. Let's wait and see what happens after 6 months on that front. But it's now getting on for 7, so I'm going to shut up and go home. But we shifted one car on trade, made a bit of money on that. We shifted one car on retail, made a bit of money on that. And we've got the Mercedes looking very shiny indeed. So on a day where I'm still feeling pretty rough, I don't suppose that's a bad result. Oh, but I nearly forgot, we have got one coming back, and we've got the Corsa coming back. So, and we've had to sprog out for the leather chair to be recoloured because of my earlier mistake. So they say it's yin and yang, isn't it? Life's all about balance. There we go. Anyway, let's go home. I need my dinner.